We are back in today, the day you've all been waiting for. Roster update investments. The first ones of roster update number 4. If you are living under a rock, let me assure you, I have millions and millions of stubs. You just can't see them all. I'm probably around 7 million stubs as of right now. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking in roster update 4. We're looking ahead to the future. Going to be a little bit different today. I'm basically just going to be giving you guys the best advice straight up. But I feel like at this point, I don't really need stats because a lot of these guys, it's going to be what's their price currently looking at? What are their stats off the top of my head? Are they already trending up or are they just even? Because a lot of these guys are most likely going to be probably even. And then, you're basically just saying, I believe that Rasmussen, I believe that Bellinger is going to heat up. Big news, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 2,000 members of the channel. Almost 10,000 people in the Discord. Guess what? I wanted to cook up a little reveal, right? If we hit 2,500 members, if we hit 2,000 Diamond members, if every base member converted to Diamond right now, I will do a face reveal. Not only that, moving forward, if we hit 2,000 Diamond members, every single video will have my beautiful face to go along with the beautiful personality. I know you all want to see it, man. What's it worth? What's it worth to you? Here we go. Cody Bellinger, name number 1. Actually, he's not. Let's go diamonds first. The first diamond, the only diamond, is Jacob Wilson. I know a lot of people sold him off. I sold him off. We obviously had him W investment for the members last time around. The thing with Jacob Wilson, guys, yes, you shouldn't be holding on to him right now, but he is going to be a decent buyback for the next roster update. Now, we don't have the stats pulled up, but we do have something pretty cool. For Diamond members, you have a stats bot where I can type in Jacob Wilson's name right now, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Easy as that, his stats are pulled up. He does have 7 home runs versus righties and 1 versus left. Another home run versus a lefty, another few home runs versus righties. He still do a power boost. So we could see Jacob Wilson go 87, 88 next time, which is 50% ROI. The reason you're not buying him now is because 50% ROI, you can get double your stubs elsewhere. But he is somebody to be on your radar for roster update number 4. Cody Bellinger is the next name. Now, Mr. Belly Bombs, I have 750 of. This basically is very simple. I feel like he definitely needs to heat up. As of right now, he might be slightly negative. He's not really, doing anything amazing the last couple, 252 batting average, 9 home runs on the season. Now, I'm pulling up his last 15 games here with StatsBot. He's batting 250 with 1 home run. He's basically just mid. He is the definition of mid. He's honestly probably trending down. But this is Cody Bellinger. Now, he's playing at hitter-friendly Yankee Stadium. He's a staple piece of the Yankee lineup. What if Cody Bellinger comes out and hits 3 or 4 home runs over the next 3 weeks? 3 weeks is a long time. What if he raises his batting average 10, 15, 20 points? I think we see Bellinger's price go up. His batting average versus left is 318. Batting average versus right, 227. Really, I think he needs to slug his way to a diamond tier rating. But at QuickSell is the main appeal for me on Cody Bellinger. I'm not saying Cody Bellinger's going diamond. I'm saying I like buying in on a mediocre player in real life right now that can play his way higher, and he has an 84 overall rating. I like that, and he's a quick sell, no risk. Julio Rodriguez is the next name. This guy is kind of similar to Bellinger, but he has worse in-game hitting stats. He's batting around 250. He's got about 5 home runs versus both sides. Now, he's at 2,000 stubs, so this is where it's kind of like, all right, J-Rod has better odds to actually earn diamond, but he's 500 stubs more expensive. Honestly, look how much I have. I got none. Because if J-Rod does go 85, you're only getting 50% ROI. I could be getting 50% ROI on a guy like Jacob Wilson. So I don't have much J-Rod at that price. Chapman is injured, guys. Chapman has an injury. Looks like he'll be out for a month, but he'll be a good investment for the next time around. Drew Rasmussen has a start already this update period. And I don't remember how good or bad it was. All I know is that post-game debrief, we have him projected with a formula. Again, if you are a Diamond member, not only if we have 2,000 members where you see my beautiful face, you get this beautiful looking graphic you see right here. We have all of the pitchers projected, the ROI on all of them. Pretty much, it's just like an insane way to make the most stubs that you possibly can. But Drew Rasmussen is looking like plus 0.1 after his last start. So he's basically even, and with 3 weeks, a guy that's even, a pitcher, 84 overall, a couple of strikeouts over the next 3 weeks, more than a couple, really. I think Drew Rasmussen's a good person to be buying in at below 1,700. In fact, I would probably be buying more. In fact, dare I say, look at those buy orders. I try buying more, guys. Seiya Suzuki. he's probably the guy that deserved Diamond last time that didn't go. Now, looking at how Seiya Suzuki has been performing in the last 15 games, what we're pulling up right now, because we know, Seiya Suzuki has the power numbers on the season. He has 3 home runs in his last 15 games. His batting average is .214 last 15 games. So a little bit cooled off right here, and really he still needs to keep slugging his way to a higher overall. Again, this is similar to Julio Rodriguez. 2,000 stubs is a bit too pricey for me to pay, even for somebody that should be the front runner for Diamond. It's a bit too pricey for my blood, so I have none. Neto, no, absolutely not. 1,800, too pricey. We got Yainer Diaz. Now, I'm not a big believer in Yainer, and I really haven't done much research. I'm going to pull it up right now. Yainer Diaz, 271 batting average in the last 15 days with 2 home runs. What are the season stats looking like? Because his in-game hitting stats aren't necessarily the greatest thing you'll ever see in your life. He's batting .243. Oh, that's trash, bro. He's batting .243 on the season. He has 3 home runs versus left, 6 versus right. Okay. Now we're getting my blood racing. 6 home runs versus righties. Could be due a slight power versus right boost. His clutch probably is trending down. His power left is probably about the same, maybe trending slightly down, I don't really know. Batting average and contact, it's kind of tough. I mean, I feel like he deserves to be an 83 right now. Can potentially play his way higher. A couple more home runs versus righties, and he's probably going to be priced at 2,000 stubs. So I don't mind him around 1,350. 1,400 seems a bit rich for my blood. I doubt he goes Diamond in one update. That's just kind of my feeling right there. Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor, I feel like I like a little bit more than Yainer Diaz. Looking at the hitting stats. In real life, he has 9 home runs as well. Now, he has 8 home runs versus right, 1 versus left, 314 in the clutch, 330 versus righties, 235 versus left. Josh Naylor basically is like Cody Bellinger, but an 83 overall. Josh Naylor is batting better than Cody Bellinger in real life, but he's playing to his in-game stats, so he just needs to get hot, similar to Bellinger. This is why I don't really need the stats guys. Like, oh, he needs to get hot. Oh, he needs to get... That's really what it is. Like, at this point, it's like throwing darts at a dartboard. Just throw enough, and someone's going to hit a bullseye. Michael Garcia, welcome to the investment club. I have 676 of him. Now, a lot of people also invested in him already from the last update as an 80 overall, as a Diamond member investment. Now, I'm pulling up his stats. He's batting .309 on the season. 5 home runs versus righties. Again, 5 home runs versus right, 2 versus left. I still think the power numbers are slightly trending up. So if Michael Garcia, he can, I mean, I love the fact that his in-game stats suck, and he can slug his way to Diamond. Randy Rodriguez, 1,500 stubs. Yeah, that's a bit rich for my blood. Like, I'm not going to lie. His most recent outing, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 walks. I told you guys from the very beginning of this update, I said, listen, Randy Rodriguez would not recommend. Now, he has the blow-up outing. It actually results in a pretty solid price dip, pretty solid buy opportunity. Usually, I actually would recommend buying the dip. And looking at his most recent games, like that kind of was his only blow-up game that I'm seeing. So that's where we have to go to the overall stats. 30 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts on the year. And yeah, I mean, besides the most recent game, he actually looks not that bad. 30 innings pitched, 17 hits, 5 walks, 44 Ks. Randy Rodriguez, now that I look a little bit deeper at the stats, I don't mind him as a buy. Just, you must be out of your damn mind if you think I'm paying over $1,350 for this guy. You know, there's better, cheaper investments out there. I'm not paying. Again, Pages. I think Pages makes a case for Diamond. Pages comes out, hit the homer a night or two ago. The power numbers are trending up in real life. 13 home runs for this individual with 60 power versus both sides. In his last 7 games, he is batting .217, but last 15 batting .304 with 4 home runs. So he already has 1 home run this update period, which is good. Batting .281 on the season. Listen, even if he goes 84, whenever we have our fielding update, which is probably going to be carry the 2, subtract the 3, blah, 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 probably end of July, early August, Pages is the best fielder in the league. Pages will be a Diamond then if he's not already. Chris Bubich. Now, Chris Bubich comes out, and he's basically a hype investment, what I like to call a pitcher flip. Last start, 4 1/3, 3 strikeouts, trash. 4 walks, trash. 6 hits, trash. 5 runs, trash. So not so good start that is going to count for this update period. He's probably negative. I do think that I do like him as a buy at the current price. I think he's a W pitcher flip. The reason being, his price has been high in the past. he does something good, his price will be high again. Jackson Chourio is another name that I do like. We got to pull up his stats. Now, Chourio is similar to Josh Naylor, where like you're basically throwing darts at a dartboard with this guy. He has been hot as of late in real life. Batting average up to 259. 8 home runs versus right. 4 versus left. And that's the appetizing thing here, is he is now hitting home runs. He has 12 home runs now on the season. He can slug his way to diamond in one update. 3 or 4 home runs next 3 weeks. I think he's a lock to go 84. Long-term, probably diamond potential. People are probably going to want me to look at Teoscar Hernandez. I guess I can. So let's pull up Teoscar. We also got, we're going to have to sound the trumpets in a second here. Teoscar Hernandez, 8 home runs versus right, 5 versus left. He's coming off of a negative. Not a huge fan of Teoscar Hernandez here. Again, he can slug his way to diamond back up, but the odds are not in his favor in my eyes. I have a lot of Edwin Diaz that I am holding on to from the last update where he went 80 overall to 83 overall. He hasn't had any blow-up starts. Came out, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. Not the best outing this update period, but he's a guy at quick sell where if he doesn't walk anybody this update period, besides that last walk he just gave up recently, he can very well go diamond. He has 28 innings pitched on the year with 12 walks. So the walks per night in real life is bad. He's got to correct that, and then he can earn himself diamond. Should Eugenio Suarez be on your investment radar? I think it is. I think Suarez is somebody that can be on your radar now with a 233 batting average, 292 in the clutch, pretty decent, 261 versus right, okay, 136 versus left. That is embarrassing. 18 nukes versus righties, 3 nukes versus lefties. How much higher can the power right go is what you got to ask yourself here. Somehow they have, all right, yeah, he's bronze hitting. I don't know how that's possible. Looks a little bit more than bronze to me with 100 power, but with 18 home runs, his power versus right can go up, guys. So Suarez around 1365, if he comes out, hits a couple more home runs, I think we do see his price potentially go up. Now, this is a card where you can look at it. If you see that blue line, the price being pretty flat, that means his price probably doesn't react much based on home runs. So it's kind of I'm not too excited if I have Eugenio Suarez, because even if he does hit a home run or two, I don't know how that market's going to react to his price. Aroldis Chapman, it's pretty simple. If Aroldis Chapman comes out and walks, 2 guys in the next 10 innings, he will be a diamond. Everything is in Chapman's eyes. Well, now that the Red Sox are selling everyone, is Chapman gone? Is what you got to ask yourself here. But Chapman has come out and in this update period already has 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, no hits, no walks, with a 56 walks per 9. Chapman actually looks pretty good with only 8 walks and 27 innings pitched. I do think Chapman is a good buy below 1,400. Danny Coulomb, oh man, this is somebody I might have to buy myself. Now I gotta check, did Danny Coulomb do something to make his price trash? And yes, Danny Coulomb, coming back from injury. You would think this guy is God himself from the way people are talking about this guy in the Discord. Comes out, last 3 starts, 1/3 innings pitched, 1/3 innings pitched, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Yeah, so not a great return for the GOAT right here. I'd still be buying below 1,350. Framber Valdez is somebody that should be on your radar. I like him below 1,000. Mackenzie Gore, I might buy more below 1,000. Gabe Spear, not a big fan of him anymore. I actually sold off for myself. Flaherty had a bad outing. I'd probably sell him. Sedan, sorry, I actually heard his name pronounced by the announcers. It's not Sedan, it's like Sedan. Sedan, bam! Bet you didn't expect that type of pronunciation from the kid. Sedan, I almost said it again, bro. Sedan Rafaela, 253 batting average, 6 home runs. This guy could be PCA. Look, what does he have to do? Realistically, what does he have to do to keep going up? He's batting 333 in the last 15 games and the last 7 games. 3 home runs in the last 15 games as well, but none in the last 7 days. 41 power versus right, guys. 1 home run versus right. Congrats, you're going +2. I'm not even kidding. So I actually really like Sedan. As long as he, if he increases his batting average by 0.05, if he goes from 253 to 260, then I think he goes up at least +1 next time by. Otto Lopez is a guy I also went out and bought 1,500 of. Now, Otto Lopez, it's a similar story between him and Sedan Rafaela. I'm hoping that one of them, starts hitting the ball a little bit better, starts, ticking up that batting average. Looking at Otto. Otto's batting 269 in the last 7 days. Now, when is this home run? Because it says he has a home run in the last 7 days, and that's going to be a key stat right here. Man, oh man, I hope it came outside of the roster update period. Looking at Otto Lopez, looking at home run, June 9th, GGs. That already counted, unfortunately. So Otto Lopez needs to come out and hit for some power, hit for some batting. He needs a bit of everything. But an 81 overall, risk-free, sign me up. I like it. Spencer Strider comes out, amazing start, 13 strikeouts. I think it was like 6 innings. Yes. It's good. He's coming off a -3, guys. He's already in the hole. Season stats still aren't great. It'll take another good start for him to be slightly positive. So he is a good buy, just not at this current price. Spencer Schwellenbach is a very good buy at 736 stubs. We do have Schwellenbach as one of the better buys this time out. His last outing, 9 innings pitched, and it didn't count for the last roster update. So that is something that's very exciting. 9 strikeouts, 0 walks, 5 hits, only 2. I mean, I'm going to have to buy some myself below 750 right here. Not going to talk about Robbie Ray or Andrew Abbott. Honestly, didn't do enough research. My bad. Sal Frelick, bro. I sold all 1,000 of him. And honestly, I'm going to have to consult the last 15 days with the bot right here in Diamond. Because look what he did. I sold him. Batting .280 with a home run in the last 15 games. Batting average is slightly trending up right here. He's basically like a better version of Otto Lopez with in-game stats, but also with real-life stats. So I actually do like Frelick as a long-term hold. Kind of can't be asked because he already burned me once. Looking at, are there any other goals that should be on your radar? I do think as long as Cade Smith hasn't done something obscene in the last several days, he was a potential buy. Now, looking at his most recent game, all right, nothing. June 14th, 2 strikeouts. Looking at everything, oh man, I like it. Yes, I do. Yeah, Cade Smith at Quick Sell is a good-looking buy. I would recommend highly. Hi Sung Kim, he's decent. Devers, you're welcome. What can I say? If you were a member, you had him as an S-tier buy below 500 stubs, and his price peaked after the trade. I'd be selling at this current price, to be honest. Although if he homers, his price will jump. Bo Bichette is mid. James Wood is too high in price. Yandy Diaz. Now, Silvers, I'm just going to tell you who should be on your radar. Yandy Diaz should be on your radar. Lawrence Butler at 200 was a buy. Now he's at 700. I hope you sell him. Grisham should be on your radar. Caminero definitely should be on your radar. Slam Tana, haven't looked at him. And I think that's most of the guys. Altuve should be on your radar. Maybe Javi, but not necessarily my favorite. And I think that's what we're going to talk about in today's roster update video. 18 minutes. W's in the chat. Who you guys buying?